Peace and blessings be upon you and your loved one. Thank you so much for joining in this one video. We are going to talk about one cool thing, that is 3 steps to going from nothing to consulting to coaching to building communities. Community strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. That's like the big headline. Everything after the dash on a title is something that if you can search for that one part of it, like for example, this title over here, the end part of the title is community strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. So everything related to online communities, community strategies, you can just copy that, put in the keyword research, and I've got like list of everything that I've covered, that has been covered when it comes to building communities, anything and everything related to the strategy part of it. You can just type in the search bar community strategies for introvert entrepreneurs and you'll be able to find that. So likewise, that's one part of it. Second part of it is online course strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. The third one is email automations for introvert entrepreneurs, productivity hacks for introvert entrepreneurs. So I have not created a specific playlist for it, but then in the channel itself you can just type in the keyword, you'll be able to find that. That brings us to the beginning of this one video. Thank you so much. We are going to talk about 4. Fourth one is a bonus for you. 4 steps to going from nothing, consulting, coaching to communities. We all start here. We are nothing when we start. We have got like no experience, no expertise, no skills, no knowledge. When I started on my journey, I was nobody. Like when I started on my journey back in 2019, April 15th, I just wanted to make money and learn because I kind of felt the potential. There is a potential in the digital world. I had zero idea how digital works. I worked as a social media expert in one of the companies, and then I realized like I was an expert scrolling, not a social media expert. That's a different ballgame altogether. Like even today, I don't say myself an expert. I have this knowledge in what I'm doing, not the whole subject altogether. Like this much knowledge and this much of experience. That's all. So what was it? Like we have nothing. So point number 1 is what is steps, like how can you go and build the great community that you're planning to build, like the great business. Look, steps to it. And the final step, which is another step to a start of a new journey. 4th step is going to be the community. Like how do you go and do that? We start from the point number 1. Step number 1 is like when you start from nothing, if you've got like no knowledge, when starting from scratch, learn things, do things, learn, gain knowledge. For example, if you want to become great at basketball and you think that you want to become great at coaching basketball, for that you need to learn what basketball is. You need to know the rules of it. You need to know what to wear, or like how to play, the tactical part of it, not just theoretical knowledge. But you also you need to be in the game and learn how it's played, because you've got like all the dimensions of the code, like this, the shot has to be in this, you know all the maths of it. But when you go out and play in the game, that's a different ballgame altogether. Someone is coming from this part of it, that part of it, like that part. Like how do you dribble it? How do you take it out? Like how do you put that 3-pointer? How do you put that 4-pointers? Like whatever pointer that is. You need to be in the game so that you can learn the depth of it. If you're just standing outside and you're being the coach outside, you don't know what's happening with this. Like you cannot be a coach just by standing outside. Like that's the later stages of it. That's you go there when you have the internal experience. So point being, like you need to gain knowledge, you need to learn things, you need to become skillful at whatever the craft you are doing. It's like I cannot be teaching you business if I haven't done businesses. I cannot be teaching you business if I have failed in business. I need to be knowing it. I need to know how painful it is, what are the struggles, what are the resources you need, whom you talk to, how to build community. I need to be knowing, not just knowing it, but living and breathing it. Point number 1. Point number 2. Step number 2 is consulting. So you are nothing. This is my journey here. These 4 steps has how I have come across over a period of time. So point number 1, I was nothing. I was literally nothing. Like I was nobody. Like nobody knew me. I knew nobody. I was like, okay, I just want to do something digital marketing. That's all I want to do. I knew this. There has a potential. Okay. Then I progressed to step number 2 is consulting. Now, this word is like more on the like formal word, but then if you can dig deep into it, consulting is nothing but you going out and helping someone. That's all. End of story. Consulting, that's like no forms. Like you don't need to have like years of experience, years of knowledge, like read like 1,000 books, like being a part of the community. It's like no, you just need to be having a knowledge that someone needs out there. If you want to teach someone how to do calligraphy, you want to teach someone how to play basketball, you might not be playing basketball. You might know the tactical part of it sometimes. Sometimes you might not have been living it, but then you might know an angle to things, a perspective, professional experience, and knowledge, theoretical knowledge, which sometimes what happens is that person or the person who wants to hear from you, it just clicks. So consulting is nothing, you just have knowledge. Now you started sharing those knowledge with you. This is how I started. I started giving out strategies to people which I knew it will work, but I myself was not testing it out. I myself was not into the game, but I knew the subject matter in so depth that I did not knew the strategy of email, like how can you increase the open rate of an email. But I knew tactical part of it. Example, I gave so many members, like what are the books you read? Okay, in the books you read, you underline. What do you underline and why do you underline it? When you use that one underlined sentence, model it and put that as a headline, you are going to have an increased show up rate, increased open rate. I did not did it myself. I knew that it's going to work, and it increased 3 to 5%, so probably 3 to 7% of one of the members that I said that tactical strategy to. I was like, okay, great. Now I've got evidence over here. Now I started giving out strategies to the people. So you need to be having, even if you don't have experience, you need to be having in-depth knowledge. Okay, yeah, it can be very critical. Like, okay, do this is going to work, and it always works because you have got in-depth of knowledge. Point number 2 is consulting, because when you started to help people out for free, what happens is, okay, you've already got knowledge, you're backed with knowledge. Now when you start helping people out with that knowledge, now when you test it out, experiment it, you are going to gain experience from yourself as well as from them. Take that as an evidence, start pushing it to the people, and that snowball effect starts helping. The snowball effect starts helping you as well as for them. So he help people for free food. That's how I started. You start helping people for free. Like, I'm not going to charge anything for you. Like, I'm just building a relationship with you. I just wanted to help you out because I've got a knowledge and you need that knowledge. Like, okay, take it for free. Point number 1. Then you start benefiting people out and you start gaining experience. Now you don't have the skills and expertise, but you've got experience. Add these two together, you start making money. So you can convert slowly this consultation, and you can this from free to paid consultation. Point number 2 done. Step number 3, nothing consulting, coaching. Step number 3 is coaching. Now, as I start progressing in this ladder altogether, like you want to create communities and become great at delivering value and help people out, you cannot do that if you're not a great coach. Now, as I start helping people, now you start to progress from being consultant to a coach. Coach's job is to get people, not just help you out with content, not just add value to you, like this is what I know, not that part of it. But a coach's job is to get you results. There's a huge difference. Helping people out, adding people, benefiting people, giving them knowledge, giving them expertise, that's one part of the game. Getting them results is another part of the game. That's the coach's job. So you want to become a coach, you want to create a great community where you're delivering results. That is when you become a coach. And how you become a coach is through this process. You learn something, you help people out, you become a consultant, and slowly you progress to being a coach. And it happens over a period of time. You have to give, like you cannot declare yourself like you're great at coach. You're great at coach. Start helping people out, ask questions to people, take that part and study that part. And over a period of time, you will see yourself as a progressing coach. Like, so what I did in my journey, what I did, I kind of converted the consultations. I still do consultations. That's my learning phase. I always, it's like, okay, even though I've got like so many members in the community, in future, what I do is I'm always going to have the consultation part of with me all the way, because community is where I'm unleashing myself. The small masterminds and consultations and coachings are where I am experimenting things. I'm learning. This is my learning area. That is my unleashing area. So like U and L places. When you're coaching, what I did is from 1-to-1 sessions, what I did, kind of subtly converted into masterminds. So when I started converting into masterminds, 2 to 3 members, sorry, not more than that, 2 to 3 members, I'm making that, I'm mastermind, and I'm giving them what they need. They have got questions, I've become their mentor. There's like a mentor-mentee relationship, there's like a coach-student-mentor relationship, and this way I'm able to learn so many things faster, because I'm not just teaching one person, but I'm having a conversation with 2 to 3 members. Like, when that happens, now I'm gaining experience. Point number 4 is that's when you move and upgrade to building communities. Now, I think you can actually skip point number 1, 2, 3 and directly hit to 4 and gain experience. That's completely doable and acceptable. But this is the process that I have been through, and it took me 3 years to come to a point to even record about this one thing. Like, this is what has been my journey. And talking about communities, when you how do you become great at doing community, how do you go from nothing to consulting to coaching to communities? Communities is something. It can be of 5 members, 50 members, 500 members, 5,000 members, or it can go from 5 to 50 to 500 to 5,000. It's like growing. You want to have smaller communities, great, no worries. You want to have bigger communities, great, no worries. Here you can play the quality game. Here you can play quality and quantity, the volume game, where you are unleashing thyself. It's like the process of it. I haven't went into depth, but this is how the process, 4 steps of going from being nothing to all the way to how can you be like this. Is how I have been through. This is how you can also go through if you're free and you have no idea. Like, but you know, okay, I want to have a great community tomorrow. I want to become a great community, not manager. I have to lead a community. Go through this way. This is something that I've been through, and this is one of the most rewarding ways in a way. Thank you so much for making this one video me the topic a part of your day. Go out there, unleash thyself, THYSELF, unleash thyself, and have fun. It's all about traveling, having fun, making money, making an impact, and living life the entrepreneur style. That brings us to the conclusion of this video. By the way, this video is being recorded at 12:35 a.m. evening. Thank you so much for making this video a part of your day. I don't think I sound sleepy, but then it had been fun recording this. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you in another video that I'm going to record over here. 5 steps before recording your online course. Since I was kind of running out of ideas, I was like, okay, a small, easy way of doing it is like, okay, I'll record 5 steps before recording your online course. That is going to be the next topic that I'm going to record for next 10 minutes. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you in another exciting video. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings be upon you and your loved one. Thanks so much.